Okay, so today I want to get out in the bush before winter comes. It's coming. There's still no snow on the ground in my immediate area, so we've been really lucky. I haven't been out there in a while. In fact, I think the last video I made, there were still green leaves in the bush back here. Now you can see it's fall, but it's basically winter and the snow's coming. It's a beautiful day today, so I got to take advantage of it and get out there and just relax in the bush before it's inaccessible, at least by quad. For a mission, I got to do something out there besides just hang out. So I want to gather some birch bark. I like to gather as much of it as I can for the winter. I like to start my fires in my shed with birch bark. So I like to gather a nice big pile of it before the snow comes, because I've kind of picked all the trees clean in my immediate area. And then we'll take a break somewhere and maybe cook a little pine needle tea to warm up and head back. I think it's supposed to snow later. I'm hoping the snow doesn't catch us off guard. I'm sure it's not going to be a whiteout. It'll just be a little light snow, which is totally fun and beautiful. I'm going to bring my saw just in case. Like I said, I'm not sure what we're going to do out here. Gather some birch bark. And I got a knife and my flint to start a fire, a little bit of water, and a kettle. Let's get going. Just a little bit from that small dead tree. I didn't take any off the big live tree to hurt it. Doesn't look too deep. Like I said, winter's coming. It's cold. We're just fortunate that there's no snow yet. Look at this, more birch bark. Stay. These Nespresso bags come in handy. We're not far from a hydro dam they're doing construction on. See, that's a snow plow. sanding the roads, getting ready for the snow that's coming. Now, like I said, we're near a hydro dam. It's part of the reason I came this way. I'm hoping that the shoreline is exposed. In the spring, the water's quite high. This late in the year, the water should be low, and the hydro dam can actually change the level of the water on the high side and the low side. I hear something back here. We're not the only ones out here enjoying the day. Stayed right on top of the ice there. Look at that. We're at this kind of crossroads where all the power lines crisscross. This is the one we want to follow. Definitely getting colder out. Windy. It was sunny and warm when we left. Looks like, that to me looks like snow. The spot I'm looking for isn't too much farther. There's a river down there. Want to get down by the river, check out the view. But I'm betting it's going to be pretty cold down there. I don't remember coming this far last time. I think I may have passed it. I've only been to this spot once before. I think it's right down there. down in here. Unfortunately, the river is nowhere near as low as I thought it would be. I was hoping this would be exposed a lot farther and we could hike down a bit. Could make a fire here. The spot isn't the best. It looks like recently the water was up even higher, pushed all this stuff down. Like I said, to control the height of the water with the dam upriver. While we were on that little hike, my belt was broken. Now, it's not that big of a deal, but keep my knife strapped to my belt. And I like to carry my knife, and my pants are a little loose. They're gonna keep falling down. Maybe we can repair it real quick. I thought Steve Madden, your belt sucks. And I don't know maybe we can fix it. I always keep random stuff in the quad or in my bag. We can use something here to quickly fix it. This small carabiner, maybe we can use that to make another notch. Another notch here, and use this as a buckle. This looks like it lost a screw. Kind of a weak design. Now, like I said, it's no big deal riding a quad. I'm just stopping for lunch, but what if I was in a situation I had to hike? Kind of annoying to keep pulling up my pants every 2 seconds. So let's see what we can do to fix it here. Right about there. Okay, and 2 small holes. Test this out. Okay, it looks like it's gonna work. Maybe I'll get my knife on there. There we go. It's not pretty, but it works and my knife is still secured. If we were hiking somewhere, it'd be a quick save. Now that that spot, it's a little too cold and there's nowhere really to sit, and I forgot a chair, so I don't want to stand over my fire. We'll scout out a different spot. We'll keep going. The trail keeps getting muddier and muddier the farther I go. And the temperature keeps getting lower and lower. Came out here years ago. Haven't been back since. I have no earthly idea how this RV got down here. Like a good target practice for sure. Well, there's already a pit here. Maybe I'll light a fire. Oh, look at this. Pine needles all over. I'll gather a little firewood. Won't need much. A few sticks. Nice spot. that since we're not making coffee. Do any of that if we don't get a fire going. Let's start with that. Like a pile of dead sticks right there. Oh, I don't know how well this stuff will burn. It's wet. It's not really going to burn well. I don't see any dead standing spruce or pine around. Just a lot of birch. Live pine. Before I start messing with this, it might be a good idea to hike around a little bit, see if I can find anything better than this. I'm not confident in this dead poplar. The trail here, I wonder if it leads to a boat launch or a spot for your canoe. Yep, there. Way to get into the river. Looks like pretty much the end of the trail. I don't see anything too promising right here. It rained last night. What's this? Beauty. This is what we want right here. And there's a dead pine there as well. But this looks perfect. A couple of these. We're not lighting a massive fire. We're just making a fire big enough to warm up for a minute, cook a hot beverage, a little energy for the ride back. Should almost be enough right here. If not, it's not far to hike back and get a little more. Scanning to see what else I can see. There's a good stick over there. Branch here. Nope, that's definitely wet. this knife yet for starting a fire. Doesn't have as good of a strike as my other knife. Different steel. Come on. Come on. Birch bark's kind of wet. Good thing I have a variety here. And that's dry stuff, just in case I have it available. I don't feel like struggling too much. The wind seems to be calmer here. I don't know why. Geographically, it's a lot windier down on the river, upriver a couple kilometers. First we'll start by making this fire big. We don't need a big fire. We'll make it big, let it die down, have a good bed of coals so that it doesn't want to go out as easily. Plus we're building it right on the wet ground, so it's going to draw a lot of moisture out of that ground and keep putting itself out. So we're going to want a lot of heat. Kind of throw a little bit of everything on there. Maybe I'll go for another hike and get some more of this stuff. Oh, I love that smell of fire. Campfire mixed with the smell of the river. Oh, that fall smell of the decaying forest. All mixed together. Beautiful. Put my kettle over this, but I don't have a tripod. I could make one. I don't have really the patience right now. Not much rocks around. Maybe I could just lean a stick over. And you know what? Maybe we can find a tripod. Maybe there's something we can salvage out of this old camper. There's something in here we can use. It's not very bushcrafty, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, tent poles. What's this? Satellite. Looks like an old satellite dish. Maybe. Not much really useful in here. Might as well just build something out of sticks. We can use these rocks. Build it up just big enough for my kettle. Smothered it. Just let that build. Get our tea ready now. Only enough for 1 cup. The water evaporates as it boils, so add a little more. I'm not fancy how I like my tea. Sometimes I'll just break it up and throw it in there. Some people mince it. I just break it up. That's lots right there. Let that come to a boil. Should have enough firewood here to finish cooking that. I decided to put my fire kind of in front of it because it's hard to get underneath it. And it's on this side of the wind, so the wind is blowing the heat directly at my kettle. Here's some fire out the back. There's actually a neat little spot in here. Keep that flame on the bottom. Keep this out of the heat as much as you can. Actually, I'll keep it up and I'll use a stick to grab that after because it's getting hot. Boiling quite nice. That wind is cold, but Feels good. It's crisp. It's refreshing. Nice. This landscape's gonna look completely different in a week or two once the snow comes. Be inaccessible with my quad shortly after that. Well, this has to be ready now. Set this aside to cool, and we'll let our fire go out naturally. Like I said, the ground is very moist. It's going to draw all that moisture up. Just kind of let this go out naturally. When we have our warm beverage. Smells good. Brought some honey. I knew I was making a tea. I don't know why I didn't think of it. It's good as is. And sweet enough. It's got its own little sweetness to it. Piece of pine needle in there. That cold breeze on my face is warm beverage in my belly. Absolutely wonderful. We do have a little bit of water left. Pour that on our fire. Fire's out. Push that down into the muck so the wind doesn't stir it up. There's lots of dry grass around here. I'm confident with that. This place is a little farther than I would like to hike. That's why I put the quad. I say quad. You can kind of tell where you're from by what you call an ATV or a quad bike or a four-wheeler or whatever you want to call it. Some people call it a bike. To me, bi means two. 4 wheels, quad. Some people say quad bike, ATV. Just go ahead and tell me what you call it in the comments. And we'll head back. It's getting cold. We'll see you next time.